So you often have to do what's called topological editing in QGIS. And the reason you do topological editing is not to mess up the proper topological relationships between polygon features or line features occasionally that you worked so hard to create during digitizing or to build geometry. So topological editing is specified for a layer by setting a few options within QGIS. So here I've loaded a network of polygons in a parcel system, and these parcels are such that they can't overlap. No two people can own the same piece of ground independently, and so there are not supposed to be gaps between them. But of course some gaps appear, and so I need to set up topological editing so I don't mess up the ones that are correct while I'm trying to fix the ones that are incorrect. We set up topological editing very simply by first turning on snapping, making sure that the active or all layers participate in this editing, and setting the topology here, enabling topological editing here. We can also turn on so that it inserts snapping at an intersection, but this is the really important one, this one to enable topological editing. The reason it's important is because when it's on, if I grab a shared node here, so here I have a crossing of these or a joining of these four polygons, and I click to activate it for editing, when I drag, you see how it drags and reforms all four of those polygons. It doesn't open any gaps. It just moves that and all the edges and vertices in between. So if I wanted to move this because I was reshaping it, then it moves all of them. If topological editing is off, when I click on a location, it just gets one of those polygon edges, and so if I try and move something, I created a gap. I caused there to be an error. So I'm going to basically not save my edits and things go back. So if I do my checks, then I find an error here at this location. I can zoom in to edit with topological editing on, and then when I start editing and grab a vertex, it grabs a point or a location, and I snap together, and I won't ruin anything when I go ahead and move pieces together. So topological editing is important now. So now I have all of these pieces joined, and I fixed it. And so if I needed to adjust any line, it grabs all the adjacent joining lines that meet there. So it's very important that when you have parcels that are mostly fixed or layers that have this sort of complete coverage, you use topological editing and not regular editing, because otherwise you'll make more work for yourself.